What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Johnny's Pull List. And that's right, I'm your boy, Johnny Dope Kicks, aka Johnny P313. That's right, it's your boy, Johnny Parker II. Now, today I'm doing a review of the New Day Power Positivity #2. This issue is written by Evan Narcisse and Austin Walker, illustrated by Daniel Bayliss, lettered by DC Hopkins. So, this is part 2 to the New Day story that we talked about last time. And all in all, this is an okay issue. This issue begins to go more in depth as the New Day begin to explore their gimmick and who they actually are. Now, you might remember the last issue, the New Day finally just kind of came together by the end of that, and they had their first match together with Kofi, Xavier Woods, and Big E. But now that they've done that, this issue kind of kicks off with Triple H pulling them to the office, but it's not to celebrate. It's actually kind of chew them out a little bit, because they went against the WWE process of vetting this with their superiors and going through the right channels. They just kind of did their own thing and it was successful. But now Triple H is but now we're going to make sure it's successful our way. So in this issue, they team them up with a writer and with a stylist who try to do, the stereotypical WWE gimmicks. They try to make them to a soul group, try to give them afros and pirates and all this kind of stuff, but nothing really works out till they get to this gospel gimmick. But even then, while Xavier Woods and Kofi are on board with it, Big E's hesitant is yo, this is something you should be playing with, and we don't want to disrespect it. But after the guys decide to give it a chance, they go out there and they find out, it kind of gets over a little bit. But the problem is, though, is that they go out now with this new gospel gimmick. They're not getting cheered. They're not even getting booed. They're getting ignored. They're getting no reaction at all from the crowds. And they don't know why. And honestly, it's because they're still trying to figure out the gimmick, and that's what they come to themselves. At one point, they're questioning whether or not they should follow through with this. And that's when each member of the New Day leaves to go back to their original trainers. They each go back home. Upon each of them going back home, they discover that, they actually are better together as a group, and that they need to be more of themselves in the ring. And so when they do reunite, they realize that, instead of working individually, we need to work together as a team. And this leads them to actually finding some success. They end up going into an Idaho potato match where they're supposed to praise Idaho potatoes, but instead badmouth them and say that they're trash. And this actually gets them some heel heat. And all of a sudden, they're getting a reaction. People are booing them. And this later on leads to not only just good fan engagement, but a match with the Shield for the tag team championships in a Philadelphia Flapjack Match, which is a very ridiculous concept, but hey, it's wrestling, go with it. Now, the New Day ends up winning, which is super dope. They get their first tag team championship, and then they realize that, this is us, this gimmick works, and we got it going. And so that's kind of what happened in today's issue. Now, how do I feel about it? And I feel okay. As I described to you, the first part of this issue is really amazing. Evan Narcisse and Austin Walker do a great job of building up the emotion that the New Day is going through right here. So you really feel it, and you're really pulling for them to pull this out. So the thing about Izzo is it really great. Again, I'm invested with them in the beginning. However, when it starts to get into this Idaho potato match and the Philadelphia Flapjack match is where they lose me. Because at that point, that's not actually what happened. In addition to that, though, it's just so silly ridiculous. It takes me out of all the emotion they've done a great job of building up until now. However, though, that being said, it's still a great story, and it shows again how over the New Day are and how connected they are to their fans. And it still gives us a glimpse into what actually happened. So all in all, I would say I would give this 3.5 stars out of 5. It's a great issue. It's really good. But, again, that silliness at the end just kind of takes away from it. But again, though, great job to Daniel Bayliss. He did an amazing job with the artwork. It was beautiful. And DC Hopkins did a great job with the lettering, because instead of just using the same lettering throughout the whole issue, they stylized a little bit for different moments to capture different emotions, which is really cool to see. So, all in all, I would definitely recommend reading it, though, from me. But again, it's still a dull read, and that beginning part is really emotional. And this is the last issue of the series, so definitely think you should go check it out. That's it for me, everybody. Again, it's your boy, Johnny Dope Kicks, Johnny P313. Again, be sure to go and check out my books on my Gumroad page, which you can go to gumroad.com/Johnny P313 to check out my comics that I make as well. Again, it's been great talking to y'all, and make sure you like, share, subscribe to keep up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture. We out.